Hello guys! Today we are learning about one of the most mysterious and beautiful places in the world, Machu Picchu. It is called the Lost City of the Incas, and it is hidden high in the mountains of Peru in South America. In this video, we will explore the story behind Machu Picchu, how it was built, who lived there, and why it is so special. All in simple English, so you can enjoy learning both history and the English language at the same time. Imagine a city made of stones, built on top of high green mountains, surrounded by clouds. It looks like a place from a dream or a fantasy movie. This place is real, and its name is Machu Picchu. It is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and also one of the most visited tourist spots on Earth. But it is not just a beautiful place. It also has a deep and interesting history. Machu Picchu was built by the Inca people around 1450. The Incas were a great civilization that lived in South America. They were very smart and strong, and they ruled a large part of the continent, including what is now Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, and parts of Chile and Colombia. The Incas built roads, bridges, and cities in the mountains, and they had their own language and culture. They did not use iron tools or wheels, but they still managed to build amazing structures that are still standing today. The most famous of those structures is Machu Picchu. It is believed that the Inca Emperor Pachacuti ordered the construction of this city, but no one is sure why he built it. Some people believe it was a secret royal retreat, a place where the emperor and his family could rest and pray to the gods. Others think it was a religious site, where priests performed ceremonies and studied the stars. Some researchers also say it could have been a center for farming and learning. What makes Machu Picchu so special is not only its beauty, but also its location. It is built on top of a mountain, more than 2,400 meters above sea level. That's higher than most cities in the world. The city is surrounded by green hills and deep valleys. There is a river that runs far below, and the area is full of plants, birds, and animals. The Inca builders used stones to make houses, temples, and stairways, and they did all this without using modern machines. The stones were cut perfectly to fit together without any cement. Even after hundreds of years, they are still strong. The Incas were masters at building in harmony with nature. They built terraces on the sides of the mountains to grow crops like corn and potatoes. These terraces also helped stop the land from sliding down during heavy rains. Water from springs and rain was used wisely through a smart system of canals and drains. For many years, Machu Picchu was forgotten by the outside world. When the Spanish came to South America in the 1500s, they conquered many Inca cities. But Machu Picchu was hidden deep in the mountains, so they never found it. Over time, plants and trees grew over the city, and it disappeared from memory. Local people always knew about it, but the rest of the world didn't. Then in 1911, an American explorer named Hiram Bingham visited Peru. He was looking for the lost cities of the Incas. A local farmer told him about some old ruins high in the mountains. With the help of local people, Hiram Bingham climbed the mountain and discovered Machu Picchu. He was amazed by what he saw. The stone buildings, the temples, the steps, and the view. It was all like magic. He wrote about it, took photos, and told the world about this hidden city. The city also had a strong connection to nature. The Incas believed that mountains, rivers, and even rocks had spirits. They called these sacred places apus. Machu Picchu was built near several important mountains, which were considered holy. This made the city not just a place to live, but also a spiritual home, where people could feel close to the gods and the earth. Many of the buildings in Machu Picchu were made for religious or ceremonial use. There are carefully shaped stones, temples with windows that face the sunrise, and quiet spots where people may have prayed or meditated. These places show how deeply the Incas respected life, nature, and the universe. They believed in harmony, living with balance between the physical and the spiritual world. Even the animals in the area were important to the Inca people. You might see llamas walking around Machu Picchu. Llamas were very useful. They carried heavy loads, gave wool, and were a symbol of the Andes Mountains. In Inca stories, animals like the condor, puma, and snake had powerful meanings. The condor represented the sky, the puma was the land, and the snake symbolized the underworld. These 3 animals appear in many Inca places. Machu Picchu is also a lesson in engineering. The Incas had no modern machines, but they understood the land very well. They knew how to build in a way that worked with the mountain. not against it. They even designed the city to resist earthquakes. The stones were cut in such a way that they could move a little during a quake and then settle back into place. That is one reason the buildings are still standing after hundreds of years. Archaeologists continue to study Machu Picchu to learn more about how the Incas lived. Some parts of the city are still being uncovered. Each stone, path, and wall gives clues about Inca daily life, their beliefs, and their skills. The more we learn, the more we understand just how smart and advanced the Inca people were, even without writing, electricity, or machines. And did you know Machu Picchu also plays a big role in modern Peruvian pride? It appears on money, posters, and is taught in schools. People in Peru see Machu Picchu as a symbol of their history and identity. It shows how their ancestors lived with wisdom and heart. Even young people today are proud of the story of Machu Picchu. It connects the old world with the new. Since then, Machu Picchu has become famous around the world. Every year, millions of people travel to Peru to see it with their own eyes. You can reach it by train or by hiking a trail called the Inca Trail. The hike is long and difficult, but it is also very beautiful. When you finally arrive at Machu Picchu, it feels like you have entered a different world. The city has different areas. There are places where people lived, places for farming, and places for religion. One of the most important buildings is the Temple of the Sun. It was built in a special way so that the sun shines exactly through its windows during important days of the year. This shows how the Incas studied the sky and the stars. They used the sun, moon, and stars to guide their farming and festivals. Another interesting part of Machu Picchu is the Intihuatana stone. This stone was probably used as a kind of sun clock or calendar. The name means the place where the sun is tied. It helped the Inca priests know when the seasons were changing. Many people today believe the stone has special energy. Some tourists even touch it and say they feel peaceful or strong. Machu Picchu is not just a tourist attraction. It is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That means it is protected because of its cultural and historical importance. The government of Peru and many other organizations work to keep Machu Picchu safe. Too many people visiting can damage the old stones, so there are rules to control the number of tourists each day. If you ever visit Machu Picchu, you must be respectful. It is not only a place of beauty, but also a place full of history and meaning. Many people believe it has spiritual power. When you stand there and look at the mountains and the sky, you feel small, but also connected to something bigger. Even though we still don't know everything about Machu Picchu, it continues to inspire people. It teaches us that humans can create amazing things when they live in harmony with nature. The Incas did not have modern tools, but they had knowledge, patience, and respect for the earth. Learning about Machu Picchu is not just learning about the past. It is also learning about what we can do today. We can learn to care for nature, respect history, and create beautiful things. It reminds us that every stone has a story, and every place has a soul. So, the next time you hear the name Machu Picchu, remember that it is more than just a city in the mountains. It is a symbol of wisdom, strength, and mystery. And now, you can also say that you learned about it in English. Thank you for watching this video and improving your English with me. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next part of our 7 Days, 7 Wonders journey. See you in the next video.